My 2 cents.
There's a quote you've probably heard before. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Whether every part of that quote is true isn't really the point. What interests me is the principle behind it, because I think there's a lesson in it that applies to every single one of us. Comfort changes people. And that's just human nature. I mean, when life is easy, we stop preparing, we stop challenging ourselves, and we stop doing uncomfortable things. Not because we are lazy, it's just because we simply don't have to. So think about it. If you've never been in a violent confrontation, why would you learn self protection? If you've never experienced a power outage, why would you prepare for one? If you've never had a serious medical emergency, why would you carry a first aid kit? Most people don't prepare for problems until after they've experienced them. But by then, it's too late. So, one of the biggest misunderstandings about preparedness is that people think it's driven by fear. And I completely disagree. Fear makes you avoid reality. Preparedness allows you to face reality. There's a huge difference. People sometimes ask me, why do you train? Do you expect to get attacked every day? Of course not. I don't wear a seatbelt because I expect to crash my car today. I wear it because if the unexpected happens, I want to be ready. Self protection works exactly the same way. I don't train because I want violence. I train because violence exists. Ignoring reality doesn't change reality. Preparation does. And here's something I've learned over the years. Real confidence doesn't come from believing you are invincible. It comes from knowing you've prepared. Prepared people usually stay calmer. They make better decisions. And they don't freeze as easily. Not because they are fearless, that's a misunderstanding, but because they've already spent time thinking about difficult situations. And that's one of the reasons we encourage mental rehearsal. Play scenarios through your mind. Ask yourself, what would I do if someone followed me? Or what if someone became aggressive? What if I had to protect my family? What if I had to make a difficult decision in just a few seconds? Not because you expect those things to happen, but because uncertainty creates fear. Preparation reduces uncertainty. And when uncertainty goes down, confidence goes up. This idea doesn't just apply to self protection, it applies to life. Challenge yourself physically and challenge yourself mentally. Learn new skills, have difficult conversations, start to debate, take responsibility. Do things that make you uncomfortable. Because that's exactly the place where growth happens. We live in a world that's more comfortable than ever before. Technology solves problems for us. Navigation tells us where to go. Food arrives at our front door. We don't even have to leave the house. Information is available within seconds. Comfort is a wonderful thing, but comfort has a downside. If we are not careful, it slowly convinces us that we'll never have to deal with hardship again. And history tells us otherwise. Life tells us otherwise. Every generation eventually faces challenges. And the question isn't whether difficult times will come. The question is whether you'll be ready when they do. For me, that's what preparedness is all about. It's not living in fear, and it's not expecting the worst, but respecting reality enough to prepare for it. So, maybe the real lesson behind that famous quote isn't about strong men or weak men. Maybe it's much simpler. Don't wait for hard times to force you to become stronger. Choose to become stronger while times are still good. Because preparation isn't paranoia. Preparation is responsibility. That's my 2 cents.